So I'm going to go to AlbumStomp, click on that and let it open up. I'm going to hit create new project. You can do a new size, like a custom size, whatever you want. I'm just going to go to 10 by 10 because that's the album size I like. 300 DPI. However many spreads you want. So like if I'm going to do a 10 by 10 album, it's going to have 15 spreads because it has 30 pages. But you can change that depending on what album maker you're using or whatever. You can name the album. This is a recent family shoot, so I'm going to do that. Click album time. It pulls it up. Here are your spreads. They're all blank right now. And so of course the first thing you're going to do is you're going to import images. So let's go ahead and grab this family album. I'm just going to pull these. Select all of them, open that, and see how it's putting them all down here at the bottom for you to choose from, figure out what you want to put on each page. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting them on the page, sliding them up there. And notice when you slide it up, it says replace, so if I put this here, it's going to replace that. Add it to the page. Put a couple more. And you can put a bunch, it's just going to make them smaller and smaller and smaller. Here's a bunch of different, over here on the right side, a bunch of different possible layouts. And of course you can make it go just to that side of the page. It'll just show you where it'll cut it off. And then let's say you want to just take, I don't want to put that picture on there, I want to take that one out. There we go, we took that out. Let's keep it to the left side over here. And then you can do a whole spread. You can do it however you want. Put it over there on the left side. You can hit this button over here, mix it up. See? It'll just keep spinning it through different layouts, different designs, different pictures in different places. And you can just keep playing with it till you get it exactly the way you like. So maybe I want it just like that. Then I want to work on the next page. I can start dragging more images over. Add. 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 Now let's mix that up. And what if I'm like, oh, I like that one. I'll leave that just like that. Now this is what a whole spread will look like. So then you go to the next spread, spread 2. And see, it shows you down here, these all have like 1, 1, 1. Those are all on layout 1. And so these, when I pull them up here, will be on layout 2. Right? And so maybe that's all I want on that one. And maybe I want it just like that. And so then the next page, add. Let's mix that up. Kind of want the family photo to be a little bit bigger. And you can move it around. Slide it back over there. I just moved that whole thing to the other side. But you see what I'm saying? You can just keep moving it around, rearranging it. Playing with it. Get it exactly the way you want it. And you can click these buttons to center things. See this one's, it says maximize to page. That's maximized to spread. So if you want it on the page there. Bleed to pages, in other words, it seeps over to the other side. It's really pretty simple to use. Notice how all these have 2 on them because they're on layout number 2. Then you go to spread 3 and you start laying those out. So you want to have a general idea of what you want, but you can just click through until it looks exactly like you want it to look. Finish. That's it. And then when you're done, you click Stomp it. It says please save the current album. Okay, so then you hit File, Save, Davila, whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to. Then you hit Stomp it, and it will naturally put it on your desktop in a folder that says Stomped, Album Stomped. And that And of course you do want to save the files, because you can go back into the same files you just created and rearrange them again. So say you show your client the proofs, you show them these pages, and they're like, I don't want that picture on those pages. You can just delete it. You can just delete it, add a different one, play with it. You don't have to start over, which is another thing that I love, because designing wedding albums, I've noticed that people decide they don't want a page, or they don't want a picture on a page, or they want to add a picture they didn't think they wanted, or what have you. And so you can just keep showing them these as proofs. I mean, you could even type proof across it in Photoshop, but you can just keep showing these pages until they're happy with it and approve the album pages and then order it. Pretty simple.